Welcome back to Piston Pundit, your ultimate pit stop for the latest vehicle and industry updates. Today, we're shifting gears to cover a brewing trade war between China and the European Union that's shaking up Europe's economic engine. With France and Italy in the hot seat as China retaliates against EU tariffs on electric vehicles, industries like agriculture and luxury goods are feeling the impact. Can these European giants survive the rough road ahead, or is a financial breakdown looming? Let's break it down. Number 7. China's counterattack. France's luxury sector on the line. China's first major strike in the trade war has targeted France's luxury goods sector, hitting renowned brands like Louis Vuitton and Hermes with tariffs of 30 to 40%. In 2024, France exported 19 billion euros worth of luxury items to China, but these numbers are expected to drop significantly. Cognac, a French staple, sold over 60 million bottles in China last year, but new tariffs could devastate these sales. The impact goes beyond large companies. Small businesses tied to the luxury industry, from vineyards to artisan workshops, are also at risk. While France's luxury sector is known for its resilience, this sudden blow could lead to long-term damage, job losses, and an economic downturn if not addressed soon. Number 6. Italy's fashion empire in peril, a blow to the heart of style. As France grapples with its luxury crisis, Italy, another fashion powerhouse, faces similar challenges. Brands like Gucci, Prada, and Armani are now at risk as China imposes tariffs of 30 to 40%. In 2024, Italy exported 12 billion euros in fashion goods to China, but those numbers are in jeopardy. Italy's already fragile economy, burdened with a debt-to-GDP ratio of 138%, could be pushed to the brink. The decline in fashion exports would impact not just the big names, but a network of artisans, manufacturers, and small businesses. Though Italy is working to diversify, losing China's luxury demand could be the tipping point, potentially leading the country toward a full-blown economic crisis. Number 5. Agricultural woes. France's wine and cognac at risk. It's not just fashion and luxury at risk in this trade war. France's iconic agricultural exports, particularly wine and cognac, are also under scrutiny. China, a major consumer of French wines, is now investigating these imports for potential anti-dumping violations, threatening a key sector of France's economy. In 2024, French vineyards were already facing climate challenges like extreme weather and shrinking yields. Now, China's tariffs add more strain, especially for smaller vineyards that depend heavily on the Chinese market. A drop in demand could devastate entire wine regions. Wine and cognac are more than products. They are symbols of French pride. A significant export decline would not only be an economic blow, but also a cultural one, jeopardizing tens of thousands of jobs. Before we delve deeper, do us a favor and smash that like and subscribe button. This helps us reach more auto enthusiasts just like you. Now, let's shift gears and steer towards our next point. Number 4. France's debt and Italy's fiscal fragility. Time is running out. France's 3 trillion euros debt is more than a number. It's a ticking time bomb. With China's retaliatory tariffs ramping up, France's already fragile economy is under even more pressure. In 2024, the country's debt-to-GDP ratio soared to 112%, exposing serious vulnerabilities. This trade war, affecting industries like luxury goods and agriculture, threatens to plunge France into a full-blown crisis. Experts have long warned about France's unsustainable debt, and China's economic retaliation has only intensified these concerns. Despite reform attempts, France's reliance on foreign markets for growth has left it vulnerable. As export markets shrink, the country could struggle to maintain stability and manage its debt. With China holding significant leverage, France could face a devastating economic blow that would ripple through Europe. Number 3. Italy's fiscal deficit and tourism dependency, a shaky foundation. Italy, already facing financial instability, is being hit hard by the trade war. With a fiscal deficit nearing 100 billion euros and a debt-to-GDP ratio second only to Greece, Italy's economy is extremely fragile. Tourism, which accounted for nearly 10% of GDP in 2024, is at risk, as Chinese tourists are a major contributor. China's travel advisories and discouraging European visits could lead to a sharp decline in this critical sector. Italy's luxury and agricultural industries, which rely heavily on the Chinese market, are also suffering. Retaliatory tariffs are cutting profits and limiting market access. Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni's government is under increasing pressure, but fiscal mismanagement and the external pressures of the trade war are making it harder to find a solution. Number 2. China's automotive leverage, Europe's EV industry under siege. While luxury goods and agriculture dominate the trade war, China's control of the electric vehicle sector poses a direct threat to Europe's automotive industry. In retaliation for EU tariffs on Chinese-made EVs, China has imposed tariffs up to 48% on European EVs. For nations like France and Italy, whose automotive industries are vital to their economies, this is a major blow. China controls 70% of global EV battery production, giving it significant influence over the market. European automakers dependent on Chinese batteries and raw materials are caught in the crossfire. Without access to these resources, Europe's EV push could stall, further weakening its automotive sector. For already struggling economies like France and Italy, this disruption could exacerbate their financial crises, pushing them deeper into economic turmoil. Number 1. France and Italy. Economic survival in a global trade war. China's focus on luxury and agriculture has extended to the automotive sector, placing European car makers under immense pressure. In response to the EU's tariffs on Chinese-made electric vehicles, China imposed up to 48% tariffs on European EVs, threatening to derail Europe's push toward electric mobility. Germany's top automakers, Volkswagen, Mercedes-Benz, and BMW, are particularly vulnerable, as China is a key market for both luxury and electric vehicles. China's control over 70% of global battery production further strengthens its leverage. Without access to crucial materials like lithium and cobalt, Europe's EV ambitions could stall, severely impacting economies like France and Italy, where the automotive sector is vital. This trade war poses a dual threat: higher production costs and reduced market access, pushing countries already in financial distress closer to crisis. Conclusion: France and Italy are on the brink. The intensifying trade war between China and Europe has placed France and Italy in a precarious position. With their key industries, luxury goods, agriculture, and automotive, facing crippling tariffs and their economies weighed down by debt, both nations are at risk of financial collapse. China's strategic targeting has exposed deep vulnerabilities, and without swift reforms or diversifying markets, France and Italy may fall into a crisis that could destabilize the entire European Union. The coming months are critical, so what do you think? Can France and Italy survive the fallout from this escalating trade war, or are they headed for a deeper financial crisis? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your take on this ongoing economic drama. Please don't forget to subscribe to Piston Pundit and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future updates or upcoming videos. Thanks for watching and see you next time.